Lazar here, and I want to be really excited as GLS Shader has released. But unfortunately, the circumstances on why the creator Gabriel has released his shader early is honestly, it's not great, and I really do wish Gabriel all the best. Unfortunately, Gabriel is having some issues in his personal life, which has forced him to release his shader a little bit earlier than expected. The shader has released on Patreon, which you can purchase for a few dollars. If you can support Gabriel as he's going through such a tough time, make sure you support him on Patreon. Any amount which you can support him on Patreon is really appreciated. If you cannot support him on Patreon, make sure you support him on Twitter to keep up to date with his shader news. Now, in saying that, the version which has released on Patreon is a early build. Gabriel is still working very hard on his shader, so there are still more updates to come in the near future. The gameplay is from my iPad Air 3. If you would like to download it and install it on iOS, I will show a tutorial towards the end of the video on iOS using a jailbroken device. If you're on Android, I will link a tutorial in the description. However, for my Android device, when I tried to run it, it did have a visual bug with the sky, so unfortunately I cannot use gameplay on my Android. I believe it is a bug for my Samsung Galaxy S8. The creator might be able to fix it in a future update. However, when you do purchase this shader, you do get access to the creator's Discord. If you come across any of these bugs, make sure you report it on the creator's Discord, and Gabriel will get to it as soon as possible. As mentioned, he's going through a bit of a situation at the moment, so he may not be able to fix it straight away, but I can guarantee you Gabriel is working very hard on this shader, and I cannot wait to see the finished product. So moving into the gameplay, as you can see, it looks spectacular and it runs really amazing. The shader has minimal lag. As you can see, it is spectacular. The clouds look amazing and the lighting and the overall color tone is amazing. It really does look like a Java shader as you're walking through your world. It is just mind-blowing. I would like to point out that the clouds don't seem to have any moving animations. However, this is not a cube map. As you can see, the clouds do react to the sun lighting as the sun moves through the cloud, so this is still a shader and not just a cube map. And speaking of lighting, as you can see with the sunrise sunset, it is looking spectacular. Please keep in mind, as this is a early build, however, I did notice when I leave the world and come back, it just resets the day and night cycle. But if you wait around a few minutes, when the sun goes down, it looks spectacular. The lighting looks so amazing. As this is a early release of his shader, you will notice that the sun ray effect and the water reflections and the water effect are not present. The water has a bit of a color change to it, which does look nice, but it doesn't have the full effects at the moment. As I mentioned at the start there, Gabriel was forced to release his shader early as he does need to make as much as he can from Patreon just to support his situation. I will definitely do more videos on this shader as it does release more updates in the near future. I cannot wait to see what Gabriel can do with his shader, because so far it looks amazing and it is very optimized and doesn't experience any lag. You will also notice that the download is a significantly larger file, so it is about 150 megabytes. So just keep that in mind if you are downloading it over phone data. It is a lot larger in size than regular shaders. But that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you can support Gabriel, his links are in the description below. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and a peace.